Happening, people of the internet. Oh shit. You can really, I guess you can see a lot of glare in there, so I'm gonna take my glasses off. Anyway, purpose of this video is to let you guys know that I will no longer be filming videos about my Subaru. There's a good reason for that. Come to the hardcore realization that I needed a major change in my life, and that change stems around the fact that for years now I've been wanting to start my own business, and I had a few ideas, had no idea how to get started with them, so really didn't move forward with it, but I've since made a decision to change my career. And I apologize about my voice. It seems to be leaving me at the moment. My girlfriend was a little sick, and I may have started catching her cold. I might be catching her cold. And on top of that, I got my wisdom tooth removed yesterday, so I'm talking a little funny. But anyway, the reason for my change is, like I said, I wanted to start a business, and I left a welding job with my father. I was getting paid very, very well. I want to say on one hand it's hard to walk away from because of the money, but on the other hand, the lifestyle of it, being gone all the time, sleeping in hotel rooms every night, eating shit for food every day, I'm not going to miss that at all. For me, my time is the most important thing for me, so for me to be home every day, that's something I've wanted. Now, I could have got a regular job and did that, but I thought it's now or never, I have to make this change. So I've realized anybody that, fixes up Subarus, you guys know, that is really expensive. And you guys have seen, if you've watched my prior videos, you've seen what I've done to my Subaru, which really was just a bunch of bolt-ons and a tune. I haven't worked on the suspension much, nothing as far as wheels and tires, still is a factory turbo, but I dumped a lot of money into it. And it's fun, don't get me wrong, that car is fun to drive. But looking back on it, I'm like, man, now that I've quit that job working with my dad as a welder, I started my new career. I started as a realtor recently, by the way. That is a commission-based job and a job in sales. And, just getting started is rough. It's a tough thing to get into because it's all word of mouth, essentially. Your business is based on referrals and you getting out there and promoting yourself, selling yourself. So right now I'm really struggling with cash, with money. And I look back at my car and I'm like, you know what? All that money I put into that car, if I would have been thinking smart, I would have put that into myself. I would have invested into myself. And why do I say smart? Because I am going to be successful. How far I take it with a realtor, I don't know. I mean, I plan on doing that regardless and for quite a while because I want to be successful with that as well. But my end goal is real estate investing and also this business that I finally narrowed down to starting. So I'm thinking I could have invested all of that money into myself to give me a head start at what I'm doing because I'm coming into this completely cold turkey. Now, as I mentioned, I was working with my dad as a welder, and so I did that for about 2 years, and then about 8 years prior to that, I was a mechanic. And I've never had to deal with customers. Well, for the most part, I shouldn't say never, but 99.xx amount of time I never had to deal with customers. Very low interaction in those jobs, unless it was amongst coworkers. So I have never sold anything in my life. Except myself for job interviews, but that was it. I never tried to sell candy in school, or cookies, or anything like that. We didn't have those opportunities where I came from. And even if we did, I was always that solemn, quiet kid that kept to himself, and I probably wouldn't have participated in that anyway. So this is a huge challenge for me. But I welcome it with open arms because I need a change in my life. Yes, I make good money working with my dad, but it's just not what I want right now. That's not what I want to do with my life. So I took this job as a realtor. Very excited about it. Like I said, it's very tough to get into. And there's quite a few ways to go about it. You can work independently under a brokerage, or you can work as part of a team under a brokerage. I chose independently to start, which may change soon. But the reason I chose to do that is because, well, you can also, let me step back. You can call people, cold call people. I'm not a fan of that. You can go knocking on doors. You can hold open houses. There's many different ways to get your start. I've held a few open houses. I plan to open more, or hold open more. But the biggest thing that I've done was start door knocking, marketing myself, introducing myself that way to complete strangers. Just going through neighborhoods, knocking on doors, introducing myself, getting their information, or giving them mine. And the reason I chose to do that is because it terrifies me. It absolutely terrifies me. Well, I should say it terrified me. Now that I've done it, it's becoming easier and easier, and that in turn is a skill that one I've acquired for life, that I can now go up to people that I never talked to before, something I would have never done in any other instance in my life, and I'm doing it. So I can carry that skill forward, and that skill, I'm going to need that skill, and it's going to transfer to my business. The business that I'm starting is a social media marketing business for small businesses to help them get more customers. This is a program that I invested into from Mr. Ty Lopez on the, he's all over the internet, but he's big on social media. A very, very wealthy guy. I mean, he's rich. And on top of that, he gets a lot of, I guess millennials say hate. He gets a lot of hate on his content, but it's from people that don't know any better. His deal is, he's offering this class, this program, this school, if you will. And if you're not satisfied with it, you get 100% money back guarantee. Guarantee, excuse me. That's that voice going out on me. So what is there to lose in that? Nothing but time. And it's just one of those things that there are a few things in my life that I've seen advertised, and I'm like, okay, without a doubt, I know if you apply yourself to this product, whatever's being sold, it's going to work. And that's one of those instances. I'm like, okay, that makes complete sense. If I apply myself, that is going to work. So I invested in it, and I started it. Not very far into it, but it doesn't take that long to get through it. So that's the business. I think I'd mentioned earlier, I've been wanting to start a business now for a while. I have many ideas as far as business goes. I had no idea how to start any of them. So the thing with real estate is I'm going to learn how to sell. I'm going to learn how to run a business in a sense. I'm going to learn how to be my own boss. And I think it's a very good career to be in. But I also view it as a gateway to get to where I want to be in life, where I need to be in life, where it is imperative for me to be in my life. They always say something dramatic or something has to happen to you. You have to have a huge why as far as what, if you're going to dramatically change your life or really go after something. I have so many whys. But I'm not afraid to tell you this. It's a materialistic thing, but last summer when was it? Anyway, a few months ago I went and visited my mom. I had some time off from work, and I wasn't very far from her, so I drove over to see her. And they had they called it the Parade of Homes in Oklahoma City. And they had very wealthy parts of town, homes for showing. And we went and toured one. It was a $1.5 million house, I believe. And the moment I walked in there, I fell in love with it. And I'm not going to sit here and explain it all, but I went back a couple days later and asked the agent that was holding that house open if I could record. And I've probably recorded over a straight hour of just walking through this 6,000 plus square foot house. And I'm just like, I definitely see myself living in this house. If not that one from the same builder, same floor plan. And I mean, I can just completely envision myself being there, from my feet on the wooden floor to the carpet to stepping into the shower, walking in and out of that bath. I can just see it. So that was kind of like when it was, okay, now or never. So anyway, getting back to YouTube, that is my why. So what you're going to see now is I'm going to post more videos. And I'm going to post videos of my growth. My growth from starting from scratch to getting to where I need to be in life. And I don't know how fast that's going to take. It could take years. It could take 1 year. I have no idea. Like I said, I'm stepping into what the sales realm calls the unconsciously incompetent. I don't know what I don't know. Okay. But you're going to get to see me go along with that. I've started a Facebook business page, I Snapchat, I do regular Facebook, I Instagram, and I'm just looking forward to really growing. Now, my definition of growth and your definition of growth may be different. I think that as long as I step out that door and go do something outside of my comfort zone, for me, that's growth. Because every day that I do that, it's going to be something that it's just going to grow and grow, and it's going to make me better and better. And for instance, one day I just went to the mall up in Arrowhead, Glendale, Arizona, Arrowhead Mall. Just started talking to random people, and it was an experience. They were probably like, who the hell is this guy and why is he talking to me? What does he want, But I didn't care. I mean, it was hard, but I forced myself to do it. And I was stepping outside of my comfort zone. So if you want to succeed, you have to get outside of your comfort zone, because your comfort zone right now, if you're not successful or if you're not where you want to be in life, is what's holding you back. Not many people became rich inside their comfort zone. They always had to go above and beyond. So anyway, this video is pushing 13 minutes. I'll elaborate more on individual points I made in the movie as I go, and plus my voice feels like it's giving out on me, so I look forward to making more videos. Might lose the Subaru. I hope that doesn't happen, but I'm okay if it does, because I know in my heart that down the road, I may own a few Subarus, but I'm going to be owning some very nice things, and cars are going to be one of them. So stay tuned.